Not working, is it? Yeah, we are live. Shit. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. For some reason, a bit of a lag. Not too sure. Apparently, notifications not coming on. Not too sure what's going on. I'll have a look at that when I come back later. Anyway, what's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Really appreciate you guys actually all being here. Happy Wednesday. Freaking hell, Wednesday today. So we should see how things should go. For the market itself, as we are aware, Bitcoin's around under 27k. Is it going to 25k? You know, that's the questions that everyone's actually wondering as well. There's a lot of bears out there, which I can totally understand. We have to see what the market is at play. Look for the setups itself. We'll look at the dollar index, the S&P. Briefly touch the S&P itself, and we look at BTC and Ethereum. So let's give this shout out to all you guys there. Who do we have here? We got Sion in the house. How you doing, man? Good to have you here, brother. Bomb Biggie. You got Piss and Uppin in. What's going on? From you got Mr. In from Thailand. Guide me to be the best Jedi, bro. I'll do all my best, man. You travel to Thailand, Phuket, Krabi, Phang Nang. Yeah, definitely I will. Do want to check it out. 100%. I do want to check out Thailand as well. Not this year actually. This year I think I'm flying off to Mauritius. I just came back from Spain. And yeah, flying off to Mauritius in the summer itself, and then yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. Anyway, who else we got? We got Brule. Good to have you here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's been playing up a little bit. We got Michael Caffrey in there. Good to have you here. There we got Joel Fennell. Missed you, man. I miss you too as well. We got Touche in the house as well. We got Goon in the house. What's going on, brother, man? Appreciate you guys. Smash the likes, everybody. Let's get cracking. Before we do so, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, OKX. Sponsors of Manchester City. I am going to the game tonight. As you can see, I got the Man City game. Got the OKX logo. This is the training gang t-shirt. I think I wore this last week as well. It's been in the wash, so don't worry about that. But yeah, shout out to OKX for sponsors of the channel itself. I use them particularly myself in terms of actually trading leverage plays and also spot buys as well. So they sponsor Man City and the McLaren Formula One team. You know, it's really easy going as well. The affiliate link is in the description below as well. Would actually appreciate if you guys actually use it as well. Gives us a bit of like get the algorithm going as well. They're fantastic. Not had any issues with them as well. Mobile wise, I use a lot of mobile like to manage my trading stuff. I always use my phone. They've been fucking sweet, man. Really smooth. Not crashed on me at all. And yeah, been using them for quite some time. We'll continue using them until proven so. So, what's going on? We got who else we got? We got non-fungible Tony. How you doing, my brother? Got Gandalf in the house. Good to have you here as well. Let's just jump straight into dollar. Right, so dollar index. Let's just have a look at the higher time frame. Go on the weekly, see what's going on. Really and truly, right? It's a range bound environment of what? Okay, so the red line here is the yearly open. I don't want to really focus too much about the yearly open just yet. I just want to focus on this level here. All right, that's January's low, January's mid range, and January is high. This is a range bound environment we're playing until proven otherwise, right? So got the low, got the high, took out the lows, took out the highs, resistance, came out support, does a deviation, pushes up. Where we're gonna go into to the mid range. You know how I play it: low to high, low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, mid to low. And as you can see on the weekly, right, what's key to this is we've taken out last week's high. As long as we hold above last week's high, there's a probability to take out the liquidity of here, and go straight into the mid range itself, into the yearly open. The yearly open is just to tag it off there at least. We'll see what happens at the yearly open. Do we hold above it and show bullish price action and continue going up higher, going into January's high? After that, we'll see what happens. Or does it actually come into this area there, breaks down, and then sells off back into the mid to range low? It's still a range bound environment to prove it. Otherwise, I'm focusing within this area here, just on the weekly basis itself. You can see if I just zoom into it, right? We've got a bit of a range bound environment. If I show on the daily, right? I'd say it will be. Oopsie daisy. On the weekly, it was much more clearer. On the weekly, it's yeah, I'd say this area here. This high to this low. That's where we were capped in for about 4 weeks. 4 weeks of consolidation. Looks like we had breakout. Come out for a retest over here. Expansion to the upside. Consolidation. Breakout leads to a retest. If it holds above it, shows bullish price action. Where when you go, we're gonna expand, well, potentially to this area here. That's where, you know, it looks like there's a high probability, at least to a very minimum target of this low here, of this area here. There, bit of inefficiency over here. Oopsie daisy, change the color. Bit of inefficiency over here, or fair value gap, whatever you want to call it there. And then if we hold above it, we can actually squeeze up into this as an order block there. And then we'll see what happens next anyway. So, which will be like a reclaim of the mid-range, of January's mid-range, which, if dollar is bullish, we've got the stocks should go down, and at the same time you should see BTC and Ethereum going down. Now BTC and Ethereum has been going down as dollar has been running. S&P not so much. It's been a bit of a tricky one. It's been a very, very weird one. But anyway, before we jump on the S&P, just quickly use the outlook on the daily. Let's go on the 4 hours. Fuck it. Let's go on the 4. Right, you can see how this has been working out. So we got a range band environment here. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, that's it. Just use this, focus on this area here. So we've got a range band environment here. So I'd say this high here to, you can use fucking this low here actually. Right, do a stop run, deviates it, reclaims off this area there, pushes up into the range high, takes out the highs itself, closes above it there, takes out this high as well. No, we don't take out this high until just recently, but as we take out the high itself, what happened is come back for a retest, bullish price action, hold above there. We come back for a retest, hold above this. What we're looking for, the next ones we're looking for, these highs here, this high here, and potentially just retesting this area here, this whole area here, because as you can see here was the last up candle, and I bet you it's around the mid-range, yeah, with a yearly open actually. So the last up candle will send the market back down. So I'm just focusing within this area here. From we get a setup looking to long the dollar, which will be a short on the currency, a short on the fucking see it right out, a short on the S&P. Well, it needs to break down at the same time. And also looking for shorts on BTC and Ethereum. Okay, so generally speaking, which means does BTC go to 25.2k? You know, that's the thing is, I've got my plan, I got my views as well. I'm looking at BTC on a Monday's range. I'm working out. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother? Good to have you here, man. Really love it. Smash the likes, everybody. Appreciate that, man. So that's why I'm looking for dollar index as well, which doesn't look good. Once we reclaim and hold above this, then the doors open up for higher prices. Okay, so we'll figure out when the time comes next week. So it is bullish market structure. You know, if it was supposed to be bearish, right, this area here should have been a deviation. Come back in, break down, and come back to the mid-range back to range low. That's what should have happened. Instead, it decided to say, you know what, screw you, mom. Bullish price action there, nice clean close above there, and he pulled back maybe into this area here, reclaims and hold above it. That's the price action I'm looking for higher prices on the dollar. Now, before I carry on, right, I just want to touch base on what's important in terms of the what's going on in the market there. Tonight we've got FOMC. No, that's next week. For next week, yeah. So today, right, we had Bank of England speaking as well for GBP. But tomorrow, what we got unemployment claims on Thursday, so a bit of volatility. Big one is the Fed Chair Powell speaks as well on Friday at 4 o'clock UK time as well. Is it UK time? It should be. Yeah, it should be actually. So yeah, so it's a big one there, and especially in regards to the whole rising the ceiling depth as well. So if they start saying, yeah, you know, like the depths are, I don't know. I really don't know. We'll figure out on Friday what happens there itself. But really and truly speaking as well, I'm looking for weekly plays, just playing weekly day trades, nothing too complicated, and we'll see what happens going forward after that. Okay. So anyway, so that's dollar index. Now ES, right? ES has been consolidating. So there's a few things I want to pay attention to. Number one is this consolidation here, right? If I go on the daily, do I have a particular area that actually holds this whole thing? On the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly it says something here. So to me, the weekly is this low here and this high here. And I should have highlighted this already, okay? And we're about at the mid-range. We're finding resistance at the mid-range. So we're finding resistance at the mid-range. What we're looking to come back to towards the range low, isn't it? So if it holds above there, great. Play back up. If it comes back up to the mid-range, breaks back down, play back down. That's all it is. Or if it reclaims, what I'm doing is just ready to flip price action there. Now, if I drop to the lower time frame, if I highlight that, it absolute, yeah, that's it. Exactly. I highlighted the same thing as well as around the mid range there. Um, I want you to pay attention in a bit to this high here. This red line over here is February's high. That's February's high. That's February's mid range. We're holding the mid range itself. So, and like, if we hold the mid range, reclaim and hold above it, I'm happy to play back to the mid range, reclaim above this, play back to the range high. That's all I'm looking for. And then any squeeze, I'm still looking for liquidity of February's high. Why am I looking for February's high? I just want to zoom out for a second, clean this all out, and have a look at what's capped this whole market itself. Well, pretty much there's an order block that on the weekly there where we're stuck at. This whole order block there is what we're holding support there, which shows me as long as we hold this low here, right? Bullish price action, we're coming back into the mid range, which is about somewhere around here. Hold above the mid range with a continuation of bullish market structure, taking out these highs, a nice clean close above it. I can say, yeah, where we're going to go back into the highs itself. And then we'll see what happens if we continue to play back down to the range low or the breakout, which everyone's looking for. We get the breakout, happy days, let's go. Now, if dollar index, right, is bearish, is bullish, right, for the week. We just saw it. It's just breaking out market structure and it's clearly going down. It's going up towards where? The yearly open, which is why I'm focused on the yearly open. If you start breaking down from dollar index to the yearly open, and ES is actually down over here, and it reclaims this level there, it shows me bullish price action while dollar's actually showing bearish price action. I'm happy to play this, taking out these highs, and then from there, taking out these highs there. So target 1, target 2, that's it. And then after that, we'll see what happens. So if I bring up my macro levels, we'll be above this mid-range here. What is that? That is 2021's mid-range itself. We found resistance behind it before. We're finding a lot of trouble here, resistance here, deviation here. Is it a deviation or a resistance or a spike up and then break down, taking out Monday's high itself? Well, February's high was where the target would be. Or are we going to finally get that breakout on the upside? Which could happen. I don't know. Will Friday do it? I don't know. I don't really know. Dollar index seasonality wise as well is you get a push up in the dollar index itself, and then it starts to calm down midway through the month of May. So we are on the midway. We're on the 16th. Is it 17th? Fuck. Yeah, 17th of May. Camera's in the way. I can't really see it. 17th of May. Now, you must have heard of this girl or this lady called Maren. Maren, right? Excuse me. She called the 19th of April to be the highs of Bitcoin. You know, it's gonna be quite bad with the moon and all that kind of solar eclipse and blood moon and Jupiter and Mars. I don't understand it as well, but like it's an interesting prospect that I'm looking at as well to see that does it really do its thing. I'm not too sure. I don't really know, but she was right on the thingy and on the 19th of April as well. And 19th of April we made the high, and that was it. We just ducked down. We lost the freaking we started going back down as well, and May made the lower high. So she said around the 16th of May things will get better, right, in terms of the market, whatever. Now, is it true? I don't know. I'd be interested to see how this works out. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. Very interested in it. Looking at the market itself. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah. So she said the 16th of was it Karen is an absolute babe? Maren. She ain't no Karen. What's going on, SG? How you doing? We got Plan Zero in the house. Feeling bullish? Go short. Fucking dickhead. Bless you, my bro. We got Mike in the house there. Yeah. So like she said, 16th of May. Now I don't fucking know. Right? I don't know if you've got some hocus pocus voodoo stuff going on there, but it's interesting stuff that I do want to pay attention to. So let's get cracking because I do got to head off to the Etihad Stadium to watch the City game, City versus Real Madrid. Really looking forward to it. So in terms of this, right? We're just range bounding. There's nothing more to it. We're coming back to the weekly mid range. So I'll narrow this down. It's going on like on the 1 hour, right? And let's just see what we can do. So if we got a plan for ES that should be bullish, right? If providing that it holds the range low. So that's what I want to do. I want to focus on this area here. Okay. So that's the low. That's the weekly range, weekly low, weekly mid range, and weekly high. Yep. That's that there. Cool. Now, you see this area here? That's up there. Let it do its thing. Push back up, right? Finds resistance, right? Once it gets back down over here, that will be a confirmation to say, what? Let's go back down. Oops. Yeah. Let's go back down. Where am I looking to go to? Take out all this liquidity here. Take out this liquidity over here. It's like a double bottom right over here. This area there. And then come back to the range low. So that'd be target 1. Target 2. And then looking for target 3. And that's what I'm looking for. That'll be my shortfall for ES, right? Because it's looking quite heavy, right? It's looking quite heavy there. Now, at the range low, let it do its deviation, right? For the rest of the week or for the rest of the day or whatever the fuck it does, right? Shows me bullish price action, a reclaim on the weekly range low. I know whatever the low is, right? That's the deviation where we're looking to play it back into the mid range. And if we reclaim the mid range, hold above it, off we go, back to the range high itself. That's it. Keep it nice and simple. And then any push above, we can go for the highs over here, looking for February's high. That's it. That's pretty much it. And then also have a look at that weekly order block and see how that goes there. So if that happens, great. So I'm kind of leaning bearish on ES. I'm leaning bearish on ES. Why? But dollar index looks bullish to go towards the yearly open. That's what I'm looking for. Now, what if I'm wrong? Instead of actually looking for a short, I should be looking for a long. How do I get on board? Well, let me delete all this crap, right? And let's just make this nice and clean. Back up there. Remove all this. It's a lot of lines and stuff. All I'm looking for is, well, let's do we have a trend line? We do have one right over here. Something like this. I want to see price get back, take out this high there, right? And he pull back over here. This will give me my increase. Well, and he pull back in here, right? Actually, I'd be happy to enter in here with invalidation to be here, playing where back up, taking out these highs up there into this area there. See, they've got a little bit of an inefficiency to fill out there. Let me just show this out there. So let me delete that, delete this, and then let's see this low right here. We didn't fill it out. We've got a slight little gap, which is making me feel that it's possible we could still come back down here and then go back up. I don't really know. If we lose this level here, then we play back down lower prices there. We'll figure it out from there. But if it does break out and he put bullish price action, I'm happy to go target 1 there and then final targets into here. That's all it is. Why? We've broken out this trend line there, which is actually capping the mark in there for about a month. It's about a month. Yeah, it's been about a fucking this is fucking month of May. What am I talking about, bro? It's been like a week of just resistance. All this is just resistance each time. Is it coming back here for resistance if it breaks down? And then I'm happy to play as per plan using this low with a breakdown from there. Take the shorts, off we go. Take out these lows there and then come back to range low. Then we'll look for the bullish price action there. That's all it is with ES. Everyone with me so far? What's going on, brother? Pisanapan? In, is that it? In is the surname, I'm guessing. Right, yeah, so that's ES. Now, BTC, right, there's a few things I want to look at. Let's have a look at the charts there. Yeah, so the first things first is this, right? Now, on Twitter, I explained this, I pretty talked about, like, Muro has a candle, right? So, like, he calls it the Obi-Wan or Darth Maul candle. You can see long wick down there, long wick on the upside there, pretty much quite equal as well, and a small little handle for your fist to actually swing your lightsaber around as well. So it's called the Darth Maul candle. So liquidity is taken out. What he does say is that the initial movement, right, that takes out the liquidity on one side, right, is the incorrect one, right? So liquidity is taken out, right, kind of holding support. The day's not over yet. We'll find out what the day closes as well. I've got plans for bullish price action, which I will talk about in just a moment there. What we're looking for, a bullish price action there. We're looking to go back into the mid-range to come out and take out these highs there. And I think that's possible. I think it's possible. I don't see why not. If we close above this blue box here today, right? Especially if we close above this, it gives us indication of bullish price action. Off we go. Take out the liquidity on, I'd say, yeah, playing it back up within this range over here. That's the range itself. Now I can narrow this down for a smaller time frame itself, right? But we'll do that in just a second. That's one thing I want you to actually pay attention to. Now, if I drop it down to the hourly, right? Now, I don't mind for price to come back into here, into this area here, okay? I don't mind because you got previous consolidation right over there, okay? So let's just say price comes back down here, right? If it comes up here, breaks down as a day trade, I'm happy to go back down to range low. We're getting below this low over here. We've taken out, we've got liquidity down here, and did we make a double bottom at the pre? Just about. Whoopsie daisy. Let's get that there. Yeah, it's a, oh, whoopsie daisy. Let's have a look. The low comes in 26,569.02. The low comes in 26,574. 69, so by $4 away. So this could actually really, I think, a reclaim there. If it does, I think a setup like this, I'm happy to take a short, filling out to this here, fill out this all the inefficiency over here. That's what I'll be down for. I'll be target 1 there, and then if we come back down, I'd say, and we lose this level there, I'm happy to go down for target 2 into this area there, and looking for these for this low in particular. And this low comes in, and then once we actually, to be honest, once we lose this low, it's definitely freaking thingy. And he pull back, right? He does this, come back down. I'm happy to go down for 25.2 level right over here. I'm quite happy for that as well. It's not a big deal. Now, if it's going to be bullish, right, what I want to see is us reclaiming that level. That's what it is. So once we get back up, this high is capping the market. It will be capping them. Well, I'd say this low here is capping the market. Once we hold above it, reclaim the low. It's a flip over the SR. That's your long. Whatever the deviation is your invalidation. Playing it level to level, I'll be looking to go back into. I can see a reaction coming up here, and what will happen is something like this. Breaks back down, reclaim and hold above it. Off we go. Play back into this area here, and this area here. Once we reclaim and hold above it, Bob's your fucking uncle. Come back into this area. I'd say that's my next target there, and then going for these highs there. That's all it is. Target. That's it. Keep it nice and simple. And if we break down the upside, happy days. We play on the upside. If we don't, and we start flipping it on the downside, then happy days. Off we go. That's the thing with trading. I'm not really bothered. I do have spot bags. like RNDR, Optimus. What else? A bunch of them. I can't think of the top of my head. Link is another one as well. I can think of the top of my head. Solana is another one that I got around $17.55, I believe, something like that. I just got a number of them. I got a number of them anyway, and I do have spot bags. A bunch of them has been put away on a ledger. Now, I need to move that out of the fucking ledger. I don't want, it's a bit of a. I don't know if you guys have heard about the whole story. Richard, my man, what you saying? It's been a while, man. How you been? I shouldn't be drinking Coke or Pepsi, but I love cherry. But yeah, I need to get sort out the ledger, man. I'm not too sure. I do have this keystone, if you guys remember. Remember, like I told you, I got one of these ones as well. I haven't done an unboxing yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's still sealed anyway, so I need to do an unboxing of this, and then I think I'll have to record the unboxing itself. And but do you know what my favorite thing about this keystone thing? I'll show you, man. It's this. This is my this piece of equipment here. If I flip it over here, that's where I can engrave my secret characters, secret letters in there. So it's pretty neat. I'm gonna put this in the safe. I want to put this in the safe, It's like if I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna freaking engrave it and then put it in the safe. Anyway, we'll see. But I thought that was pretty neat, so I thought it was an extra thing. Well, fuck it. You know what? I'm already paying like $150, $160 or some shit like that. So I might as well just spend some money onto it. An extra $30 just for my own happiness, really and truly. But yeah, that's really the plan for the bullish plan itself. Going ahead of me. Now, another thing that I want you to pay attention to is BTC USD. I actually did it on the index chart. Is this April's low, right? I'm not a fan that we're actually losing April's low right here, right? So this is April's low, and that's April's high. We've taken out the liquidity down here. Is this the deviation? I don't really fucking know. It doesn't look great, to be honest as well. Really and truly, once we reclaim April's low, right? I mean, your confirmations, it's really this low here. The confirmation was this. That was a target when I took a long as well. I got stopped down break even that bastard, but never mind. Yeah, the confirmation is this. Once we can reclaim this level here, let me delete that. Yeah, let it do its thing, whatever it wants to do. Once it reclaims and hold above this bullish price action, I'm quite comfortable to say, yep, take the longs, take out the highs, which we talked about the Darth Maul thing as well. That'll be your one target there, and this will be your target there for, well, I said target here, target target there, front run it, always front run it, target down. Oopsie daisy, too many freaking lines over here. Scribbles target here, and then going into the mid range. And after the mid range, we'll see what happens. If we can reclaim the mid range, take it out, then what we're looking for is looking for liquidity, bullish price action. Bob's your freaking uncle. Off we go. Take out the highs over here, and then we're looking to go take out April's high itself. So that'd be a target there, and then hold above it. Off we go to April's high. Then we'll see what happens. 30k is a very key thing. 30k is a massive key resistance there. Yeah, it's a daily mid range as well, but we'll see what happens. Looking forward, just this as a chart. Now, if I'm wrong on the idea, what can we do? So now I'm prepared for to play it down on the downside. If we're on the 4 hours, right? We need to cast our minds back to this, right? So do you remember we had July's range? So that's July's low, right here, and that's July's high. Okay, that's all I'm looking for. Now, if price decides to be like, yep, oopsie daisy. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, you get the point. So if price decides, let me just amend this properly. Yeah, here, and here. I'm quite fine for us to come back down. I'm quite fine for that. How do I do that? How do I play for the lower down price, right? I didn't play shorts all the way here, holding swing shorts over here. I didn't do that, right? I was looking for longs, played the longs back up over here. You know, played a bit of longs over there, got stopped out here and there, playing long. I was playing longs. I had a lot of fun playing longs from once we broke above 17k, and we played it all the way to 21k. We played it all the way to around 23. Played another set of longs all the way up to here. The shorts, I didn't play the shorts so much itself. I got stopped down on a few shorts. I remember 19.7, I was bullish. I think I played it all the way back up to here, playing it all the way back up here, and I played some more longs over here. So I've had fun for the last 3 months, right? And pullbacks are pullbacks. It's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. I don't see why everyone's freaking out and calling for like 10k and stuff like that. So look, if it goes to 10k, it goes to 10k. But for me, like, how do we know that? You know, what magicianal proof is there? There isn't any proof it will go to 10k. The only thing we can do is look at probability. That's what I'm saying. So if price comes up and retests the April's low, does a deviation and it keeps this lower high, breaks down over here, then I'm quite happy to say, what, we're going to go take out this low here and squeeze down to 24. I would front run it all to 25.2 around here, right? Reason why, that was a previous high there. This here, there, front running there. That'd be target 1, and that'd be target 2. From there, we'll see what happens. If we get squeeze it down, target 3. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't really care too much about anything further until proven otherwise. If we hold above it and reclaim, I'm looking for what? Playing it back up into April's low. Then we'll see if that's a retest or not. That's all it is. That's all it is. So right now, that's my short plan. Playing it back down. It's not a big deal. Now, if we lose Monday's low, right? So I bring up this chart here, which we are underneath Monday's low. How does it reiterate? Because this is on the 4 hours. This is on the 1 hour. Right? It's pushing up, right? I'm not too confident just yet to take a long. There's a flat body candle here, and there's a reason why. Because I'm looking for Ethereum to take out Monday's low. It hasn't done so, but that's what I'm looking for. Once we reclaim and hold above this, like we discussed, bullish price action into here and into here. Now, for Monday's low, it could come into here, back into this area there. Once it breaks back down, I'm happy to say bearish market structure. That's the lower high. Now, continuation of bearish market structure on the lower time frame. That's the high. So, sorry, yeah, that's the high. No, well, not really. I have to lower prices. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's the low. That's the higher low, higher. I think lower low, lower high, lower low here. Make the lower high, then make the lower low. I don't really mind, but this will give me confirmation to play back down to where, playing it into here as a target, and then looking for this area here as another target, and then looking to take out the liquidity down over there. That's all it is over here, and that's it. That's how I'll do it, and then look for the expansion for once we lose this low, as we discussed, to 25.2. That's how I think follow the price action. If it's going to be bullish, we discussed this, we're going to go up higher. That's all it is. Now, Ethereum, I'm going to touch base on Ethereum. I'm going to have to bounce really soon, right? is that it's coming back up. I'm down to short this. Why? Because like BTC's taking out Monday's low. All right, ETH hasn't done that yet. Liquidity is still resting at Monday's low. This is Monday's low, and that's Monday's high. All I'm looking for now is for us to come back up. Right, if it starts breaking down a lower time frame, bearish price action. All I'm looking for is that I can go aggressively with a stop loss there, going to where targeting Monday's low. That's it. I'm not looking for anything more. It's a short little day trade. That's all it really comes down to. Now I want to zoom out and show you guys something. All right. The bit in purple here, right? There's two things I want you to pay attention, okay? Number one is this purple line here. That's April's low, April's high. We've taken out April's low. Liquidity's there. We can come out into Monday's low and come back down to April's Monday's low, April's low. There's a deviation. It's on this high, this low hold, shows us a lower high. Bullish price action reclaims the Monday's low. I'm quite keen to start saying to where play the Monday's low back into the mid range, which is the quarterly open. The key factor for us to actually say, yeah, higher prices is inbound is when we get back above the quarterly open, this pink line over here, shows me the bullish price action, play it back into the monthly open, from the monthly open, and if Marin is fucking correct, we should go back up into the mid-range, which is 19.52. From there, reclaim and hold above it. Bob's your freaking uncle. Take out liquidity here, fill out the inefficiency there. Target will be, I'd say, yeah, get a target over here. Target 1, target 2, target 3. April's high is done. That's it I'm looking for Ethereum. Now, it's pretty much simple as that. Now, if it does go back down below April's low, and we'll lose April's low, this level here, 1700 level, is a Q2 range low of 2021. I've got that 1700 marker, and I'm quite happy to play it on the downside. Looking for bearish price action is seeing something like this. If it does come back down, push back up. There's a deviation, breaks down. Happy to play this all the way back down to this as target 1. Get back down below at I think 1764. Show us a continuation of bearish price action. Target 1. The next set of targets will be that target there, and then looking for 1700. That's it. This will be a confirmation here. This is an aggressive play. Okay. We are below the quarterly open. I'm not too keen about that. Dollar index looks like it's pushing up, so I'm quite fine with BTC and Ethereum pulling back. Does BTC go to 25.2k before Friday, and the Fed news resolves into dollar index being bearish? I don't know. I'm just giving you these ideas. So these are the things that we're looking for. And Plan Zero is actually saying something really, really interesting. Shout out to Plan Zero for this one as well. I'm good, Richard, as well. I'm feeling a lot better. Yesterday I had a horrible migraine. I was watching the AC Milan and Inter Milan game, and about second half I had to switch it off. I just couldn't watch the second half. And then I think I had a little nap. Woke up, didn't feel good. I'm like, guys, I have to reschedule it. So that's why ended up happening yesterday itself. Anyway, so Plan Zero says get some metaverse tokens for the upcoming Apple news. Now I haven't really followed it so much. I don't know if you got any information on that so we can share Plan Zero, but that is an interesting thing. I can't even speak, man. What the fuck? Make a cigarette. That's what I need. There's a cigarette that's missing. Labus amir, labus, that means the mouth. Amir means in French means it's like weird, like it's a strange kind of feeling as well. I don't have to explain it in too much in the best way possible, but that's as close as I can get. But yeah, metaverse coins have been popping, right? So I don't know if you guys seen Axis has actually just popped out of nowhere. I'm not too sure about the news. I haven't really followed it. I've actually been with the group anyway. But I was saying to the guys there that this was a perfect short. We took out liquidity, found resistance at the mid-range. The news event, buy the rumor, sell the news, off we go, down to this level here. And it could well come down to here. I don't know. But if it does show us bullish price action across the board and also looking great, I think that'd be quite sweet. Speaking about that, BTC dominance, that's actually a key thing. I said to you guys last time when I was on the stream last week, is that getting back below this consolidation here, right, would be alt season. That's what we're looking for. Alt season. SZN, right? So that's what we're looking for. It's showing me a breakdown over here, which means that we can come back down to this area there. Once we do that, looking for the mid-range down to the range low. That's what I'm looking for. Once we get a breakdown on this side, alt season should be good. And then we could see the metaverse coins doing well. So I'm pretty still interested in watching what BTC and Ethereum do. I think that's the most important thing for me currently speaking. So I'm just going to stick with that for the time being. Once it start popping, BTC start popping, and I'm watching alts and total two's looking quite bullish too, then fine, let's play the game. Let's play the longs itself there. So I don't know what you're saying though. Like I know there's some. I saw it on Twitter. Didn't really read upon it properly, but there's Apple News, I believe, or something like that. So that's pretty much the plan. In terms of BTC and Ethereum for the rest of the week itself. I'm gonna have to do another session because I'm actually running tight for time because I'm gonna bounce in the next. Well, I'm gonna shower, bounce off to and get ready for the game. We've got a game tonight, man. It's gonna be fucking sick. Looking forward to it as well. Any questions before I head off though? Fucking hell, man. It's been a very, very busy day for me. And not busy day, but a bit of running around and shit like that. You know what? I know like everyone's all bearish on Bitcoin in it, but I'm between us, I'm leaning on the bullish side. Once we reclaim that level that we talked about right there, that Monday's low, I think we're good. I think we've done the low of the week itself, reclaim the weekly open. That's the key thing in my opinion as well. That it's that weekly range here we're playing. Let me just briefly show it to you. We haven't lost that. Actually, just quickly touch base on that quickly before I head off. See that the orange line over here? So we got this low here, and that's high. That's a weekly range. All we've done is find support, resistance, deviation, 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 support. This looks like support so far. If we step back in, I'm happy to play this back up towards the mid-range potentially as well, because we're playing it towards the Monday's high, because we're taking out liquidity on Monday's low, take out liquidity on Monday's high, then we come into the mid-range, take some profits over there, see what happens as well. We hold above it, fuck it, let's go. BTC go to the quarterly open, you know, below the quarterly open. If we start breaking down from the quarterly open, then I'm happy to play the shorts back into the mid-range, looking to play back down to the range low. But if we reclaim the quarterly open, where we're looking for level to level, range high, monthly open, we'll figure that out afterwards. We need to reclaim the monthly open, but we're gonna have some reaction there. That's why I'm seeing myself. So let's see what Sammy saying, if you have 20k, how would you play this game for the next bull market? 20k is a nice number. It's a very nice number. 20k. See, I played it very differently in the last bull market. I learned my mistake. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I learned my mistake. What I did, I played it like a trader more than an investor. I got into I saw Solana at $1. I was told to buy Solana at $1 to sell at $100. It was also Solana at $200. There's someone in the group, right? Actually got Solana at like just above $1. I think $1.30 something, and he sold at over $200 as well. So fair play to him. He smashed it. So how I would play, I would hodl. I'll hodl more. I'll pick certain coins now. The question is, what coins would you go? I wouldn't go for the top 20 coins. Definitely not top 50 coins probably as well. I look for more the lower caps, the mid caps really. The mid caps is what I'm looking for. For example, on top of my head, my opinion of what I've actually bought as well is A0. It's a layer 1 blockchain as well. You know, like when it was released, it was talked about being an ETH killer, just like someone was told an ETH killer. I don't think they'll kill ETH. I think ETH will always be king. But I would actually split 20k. You can put 2k in each token, put 10 by 10. 10. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't do that. I wouldn't say spread yourself too thin. If you're quite good at trading, or you're trying to learn how to trade, I'd say paper trade itself, use a demo account itself, and if you get better at it, then get a small account. Like you're becoming profitable from the trading account itself. And what I'd say is that have a small account, probably $100, and build that to $1,000, $500 to $1,000, and slowly build that up through the market as you know the real bull run happens in 2024. So I'd look to position myself going forward as well. Is it going to be next quarter where we have the lows? Lows are in, or is this the low in going up? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's what I would do myself. XRP. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, it's not an alt session, right? But XRP. Let's quickly touch base on that. Yeah, it's showing that. Ooh, he actually bounced off this line. I had his line drawn out. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me change the color. a bit more thicker. Right here, there. I had this color, if you guys can see. So what I've done, I believe it was after 4 hours of today. Find support. See how he's found support after slow. Support there, deviate, support, all support, deviates there, support, deviate, support, right? XRP, it's market structure is bearish, right? On the 4 hours, right? What do I mean by that? Well, that was the high, that's the low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So if it's gonna break market structure, what I want to see, right, is us reclaim this level here. This level here. So that's where we found resistance. So if I just zoom into it, right? See this level here? That's the level I'm looking at. Deviation, support, support, support. Lost the level there. Comes up as a deviation. So I'll be looking for a pullback into this area here. Find support, play it back up into this level there. And then if we flip this level there, continue it, take some profits over here, we flip it, and then we carry on for the higher price and taking out these highs over there. I can see us coming to this area then, this area here, taking out these highs there, and finding a rejection, having to pull back into here, and then carrying up higher prices, looking to come into probably into this area there, and then there. That's what I'll be looking for, and that's the mid-range, macro mid-range, and then we'll see what happens there. But if I'm wrong completely, again, I'll be looking for a pullback or a reclaim of a key level. All I'm looking for is potential play for a loss of this level. That will give me confirmation right here. If it comes back down, loses this level there, bounces off there, comes back down over here, I'm happy to play level to level back into here, and then come back into 31 cents. That's how I'll be looking, personally speaking, as well. Okay, that's it for me, guys. I've got to go. I've got to bounce. I've got to get ready for the game coming up ahead. It's a 2-hour drive to the city. So wish you all the best of luck, and I'll have to do the streams a bit more often. I do miss you guys a lot. So catch you guys soon. Take care, everybody. See you soon.